Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I just wanted to leave a video for some of you that might have been a little surprised that I'm going to Uruguay for 6 months. I just want to say you guys are such a blessing. Praying over me was more than you guys will ever know. It was just an awesome night. I think everyone can say the same, but yeah, you guys are beautiful people, the most beautiful people I've met in my life. I can say that from the bottom of my heart, and Casey's lucky to have you guys for sure, and the Lord is lucky to have people that pursue his heart and are just being molded into his image every day. And I feel really comfortable leaving knowing that the campus and the kids are in good hands and that you guys are just handing it all up to the Lord, and the Lord is so good, so how can it go wrong? But I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my journey over the last month and a half of going to Uruguay, 2 months maybe, I don't know. But I sort of last year left Uruguay, or sort of, I really left Uruguay just saying bye to everybody. I was actually pretty prideful about it. Like, I knew the Lord's plans, and I told people, I said, I'm not coming back. But I did say, I said, if the Lord calls me back, I'll come back. And it's funny because I said that, not thinking he would ever call me back. You know when you say stuff like that, and it's just like, you don't even think about what you're saying, but it's funny. So I just left, and I was kind of over it. I've done mission trips my whole life to Uruguay every year, and I love people and I love relationships. They're a gift from God, and God blesses me so much through them and allows me to bless people in ways I don't even understand. And it's taken me 8 years to realize how much the relationships have meant to the people in Uruguay. But I felt done there. I know we all have dreams of, reaching different people, and I just said these people are beautiful, but they're not. And I need to go to other places. I need to see other cultures. I don't know, it was all about what I wanted, which is ironic. But so I left, and I just sort of said bye to it all and said bye to Uruguay and mission. And I just said, okay, this is college time. And so about a month ago, I was just sitting at home doing nothing, doing homework. And my mom was in the room with me, and we were just talking about a lot of stuff. And out of nowhere, it was like my words were going faster than my thoughts. I just started speaking all these things that even I questioned. I was like, what are you saying? Right now, stop. But I just started explaining this desire in my heart that I had no idea was there. And I just explained to my mom how I felt like I wasn't done there, and I didn't know why. And I said, I'm not over with the mission. I'm not over with what the Lord has for me there. There's something there that he's prepared, and I just feel like a calling to it and a yearning to it, and I don't know what this is. And I was scared, and I was crying, and my mom was freaking out because she was like, you're kind of a mess. But we just both decided, and we proclaimed at the end of that night, and I said, if this is from the Lord, I'm going to be obedient, and if I love him, I'm going to be obedient, and it doesn't matter what the call is or the cost or whatever. And we both agreed, and it was really scary because I didn't think my mom was going to respond to it all well, but the Lord just showered his peace over her, and she was just like, you have to be obedient to our God. And I'm so blessed. But so a couple weeks went by. I'd been praying, and I just said, Lord, if this desire is from you, then just grow it and just keep pouring your fire into it, and just give me a passion for it. And the Lord just kept showing me different things, and kept stoking the fire, and what he showed me was that as I search more fervently after him, after I seek him more and spend more time with him, that my heart is naturally going to be aligned with his, and as it started to align, I felt his desires inside of me, and his desire for me to go to Uruguay got planted as they began to seek him just daily. And that's the beautiful thing about your dreams and your visions. And if you don't know what the Lord has for you, waiting around isn't from the Lord, Seek him and just pursue him, because your heart and your desires will match up with his, and that's when your will and your destiny gets brought to surface. But in his timing completely, because it's ironic that he told me a month before I'm about to leave, a month and a half. Definitely not enough time in like a worldly standpoint to get money together and get prepared and do stuff with college. So I was freaking out because I said, logically, in like the human mind or whatever, this is crazy. Like, I thought my mom was going to be like, okay, the Lord might have that for you, but wait another year. But I said, no, it's now. He's calling me. It's like if I didn't do it, my body would be like getting pulled there, because that's how strongly it was coming out of me. And so I prayed, met my mom in a Wendy's one night, said, Mom, I'm going. I don't know if this is the right decision on my part, but I know it's God's will, and I know it is the right decision. I question myself a lot. I woke up days, and you guys, when the Lord gives you something, and if it's even a possibility it's from him, guard yourself. Know that you're in a war. You're always in a war, but when God shows you a little bit of his plans, the enemy steps in and he just gives you doubt and disbelief. And that's what I felt every single morning. I sat in bed and I actually almost called my mom and I said, I'm not supposed to go. I almost lied to her about what the Lord had for me, because that's how attacked I was by the enemy. And that's sad. But the enemy was pursuing this. And that's how I know that the Lord's plans are so huge that the enemy has to spend so much of his time trying to mess them up. So I met my mom, waited like a weird amount afterwards to tell my dad, because I felt the Lord guiding me in that for sure. I wanted to know exactly that I was going 100% to just tell my dad and honor him, but tell him like person to person and followers of God that the Lord's calling me and that the Lord is my Father. And the Lord runs my life, and my life is his. So I kind of just told my dad, and it was a beautiful moment. My dad said, I think you should go. I don't know what was going on there, but it was awesome. My dad's in full support. My dad talks about it more than I do. And just knowing the whole story, you would have to know that is such a blessing. I don't know, because we've had a lot of problems like in my family with just my callings from God. My family thinks it's really dumb and like stuff that I've gone out to do and just put so much time in. It just doesn't seem normal in this earth, but I don't live in this earth. I live in a different kingdom, so it doesn't matter. But so we got stuff planned really fast. The Lord anointed totally 100% his plans, because they're perfect and he'll just get you there if you trust him. He gave us a super cheap flight. I found out afterwards that I decided to go that the directors of my program were going into the program basically blinded, like they had no leaders. And you need like 6 leaders to do this program for 15 kids. They had no leaders. So me and another guy from America got called into that, and they said, we want you to be leaders. And they're completely putting their trust in the Lord, because last time they saw me, I don't know guys, like the Lord's bringing me there though, and he's just giving me wisdom just for me and him, and just I know I'm going to be able to just see all of his plans unfold while I'm there and walk in them daily, and him give me my daily bread, my daily supply of him, so that I'm never just quenched, that I'm never good enough, that I'm never satisfied. And he's giving me a vision for what is going to happen in the next 6 months, and it's sick. Like, I don't know, it's just so great. The group that I'm in is going to completely take over the city. The Lord's ready. The Lord's ready to take back his people, and the fields are white, and they are ready for harvest. And he just needs his workers to get down and dirty and cultivate it, So I'm ready, and it's every person in our group is just going to have to step up, pursue the Lord, and come into his calling. And I'm so excited. also to watch the fruits of what happens over the next 6 months with these kids and see them begin to walk in the life of Christ, as if Christ was here on earth. And it's just going to be so awesome. The Lord is too good, too good. I don't deserve anything he's calling me to, not an inch, but for some reason, he plans the way and then just asks for his trust. And he's expecting me to trust that he's going to be in that airport waiting for me when I step off the plane in Uruguay. And I know he's there, and I know he's making some awesome plans. And just being used by him is going to be the greatest experience of my life. And I just ask for prayer. Just not even specifically for me, just prayer for everyone going out, week mission trips, people at KSU. Just keep in prayer. Don't forget to pray for your brothers and sisters who are going out and they're responding to that calling, the commission that the Lord sent while he was here on earth, that we go out and we make disciples, guys. And you're doing it here at KSU, and don't take that calling lightly, because as awesome as going across the world sounds, I expect to hear some sick, crazy, out of this world, completely kingdom coming to the earth stuff while I'm there. And I want to hear those testimonies, because I've got to know that the Lord is using that passion you guys have, and just be used by him, please. And I'm so excited to hear about it. But I just pray for all of you that Kennesaw doesn't know what hit them, that the Lord begins to see his vision that he has for Kennesaw come into play, and that we just take back this kingdom, and it's not the enemy's to have.